let's be honest. Listen, we love these $10,000 games in Madden. We love crowding a Madden champion. But I feel like the greatest comeback, as you mentioned, Lil Man, he's just going to take his 3 points and try to play some defense. A 57-yard field goal is up and good. TD, I feel like the biggest story right now, how about the comeback from one great user right now in position? There's still lots of time left, but in position to get a 3rd pick correct in a row.
Captain America is here. He's making the right picks now. But back to this game, I mean, now the pressure is kind of switched here to Clef. Lil Man got his points quickly. There's plenty of time left. Clef is going to have to get a couple first downs to ice this ball game.
2:55 to go with Vic dropping back to pass. Blitz picked up nicely, waiting, looking. He's looking deep downfield. That's John Ross again. Inside the 30, inside the 25-yard line. Clef with one play gets in field goal position and could possibly seal this game.
One of the clutchest and biggest dots you will ever see. I mean, Clef, that seals the game basically for him now. He went with the double post over the top. Lil Man had no answer for it, and now Clef in field goal range. He can really run all this clock and go up by 10. Wow, and you can see Lil Man very frustrated. That was a big play from Clef.
That sort of pass you usually call a laser beam. I'm going to call it a Claser beam for CleffTheGod, as he's been dotting up here in the second half. It was 3-0, and Clef had some nice runs with Vic, had some nice underneath passes, but it's been 2 bombs to John Ross in the second half that's been the difference.
John Ross has been huge for Clef. That's why he loves that 99 speed. And, man, like we said, you talk about that it factor, that clutch gene. Clef definitely has it, man. He just seems to cook up these plays in the perfect situation or get big stops in the perfect situation like we saw yesterday. And that dot right there, you know, is probably going to seal the game. Little Man will have a chance, but it's going to be very difficult with not a lot of timeouts left.
You never know what will happen, though, in the game of John Madden football. We saw yesterday Clef lead a clutch drive down the field. Everybody was going, man, Henry's going to have a chance to maybe get a field goal. At the very least, we're going to overtime, and one play later, we were talking about how CleffTheGod is ClutchTheGod. 3rd and 7. Back into that near close formation. Flipping the play. As this will surely be a handoff to Kellen Winslow. Pick up some yards. Utilize one of those timeouts for Lil Man as he'll get down to the 17-yard line. Now, we're late in the game, but let's talk a little Madden strategy, TD. For the people at home, whether you maybe ones who haven't played a lot of Madden, what does flipping the play so much do to maybe help the offense move down the field?
Yeah, so especially when you're in a passing formation like gun bunch, we see that a lot from some of our best passers. It's really going to, you know, force the defense to mess up their alignments. If they're going to have some guys manned up on your slot, whether on the bunch side or whatever, and you kind of flip it, it's going to have to make them reset their play, redo the adjustments, and if you can kind of flip it a couple times, then quick snap your play, it really can mess up the defense and catch them off guard.
Job ain't done yet. Job ain't done.
13-3. As CleffTheGod has dominated this second half. Can Lil Man find a miracle? It's going to have to be Gale Sayers working his way down the field, because this is where it's hard to be a runner, TD. It's hard to come back when you're down by multiple scores because you don't have that passing attack.
Without a doubt, this is what we talked about. You know, not having a quarterback in these situations makes it very tough. And, you know, Lil Man is going to have to kind of break a big run here with Gale Sayers, and then he's going to probably need an onside kick, which are very difficult to do. But Lil Man, you know, always has some tricks up his sleeve, so you never know.
13-3, $10,000 on the line with a win here. And, you know, Ty, we talked about how momentum's a real thing, especially for these players, and you see Clef. His demeanor seems totally different from group play. He seems to be sitting up. He seems to be really jiving with his music and really feels like he's in control.
I definitely agree. And, you know, after he kind of got flooded by Noah in that 3rd game, it seemed like his confidence was low, but then he bounced back, and he's about a minute and 50 left from being in the Final 4 of the 2nd straight EA Major. Incredible.
We'll make tackles. That's all I want. Let's make tackles, fellas. Let's go.
CleffTheGod urging his team on, saying just wrap up. That's all we're looking for, wrap up. Don't let him break a big run. As back to line quickly is Sayers, and he's got his first big run of the day, and he's only got one guy to beat. That's the user with Reed, and he's going to beat him. Lil Man's going to have a chance. He needed that play. Gale Sayers finds the end zone for the first time.
The big play Lil Man needed, but is it a little too late? He's going to need an onside kick, down 3, and is he thinking about going for 2 right here? I don't think so. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so, but he's going to need an onside kick, Nick. Could we see one happen here at the Madden Bowl?
It would be the ultimate improbable play. We've seen clutch interceptions. We've seen kickoff returns. But this is a play that has been so hard to convert. Can Lil Man keep his hopes alive? It's all up to this kick. An onside kick. Clef with a recovery can put that 10K in his pocket and a spot in the Final Four. I've never been this amped for an onside kick, and they're making us wait for it. They're building the tension.
Oh my goodness.
Kick is away, and it's picked up by Treadwell. Looking for the strip. He's down to the ground, and CleffTheGod has sealed a victory, TD.
Yeah, I mean, 1% chance of getting an onside kick this year. You just never really see it. And CleffTheGod, the people's champ, the rising star in our community, he's going to advance to the 2nd straight Final Four. And wow, what a performance. What great defense by Clef.
And for Lil Man, once again, coming up just shy of a Final Four, of a big payday. But it doesn't overshadow, TD, what has been a great year for Lil Man. And he doesn't show any signs of slowing down here in the Madden community.
Without a doubt, like we said, Lil Man is arguably top 10 ever in Madden history. Another great season, but today is the story of CleffTheGod. He's going to win 13-10. He played great defense, and he had the clutchest dots on offense when he